Alright, I believe we are live. Let me just check. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just to make sure we are live. Alright, let me check. Yes, we are live. So for the second game today, and that is the Breakers against the Stallions for a spot in the USFL Championship game against the Stars, who defeated the Generals by a score of 19-14 earlier today. So let me just bring up these comments. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I am live. And go Stallions. Okay. So, I think this will be a very, very good game, or at least it should be. Both the games have been close between these two teams. Neither necessarily high scoring. But I still think it will be a great game, high scoring or not. We saw a pretty low scoring game in the first game, and I still think that was a really, really good game. Especially at the end, it got really, really good. How's the voice holding up second stream today? It's alright right now. Alright, let me just bring up these rosters so I'm ready for when the game starts. Alright, so I'm going to put out a poll. I almost forgot. Go Stallions, okay. Who wins? Breakers or Stallions? I think I said the Stallions 21-17 is what I said in my predictions video. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Alright, so make sure to vote on that poll of who you think will win. As I'm going to pull up the inactives, but I'm going to wait to announce them in... No, maybe... Yep, they have announced inactives. Alright, give me 1 second. So if you have a score prediction, also make sure to let me know in the comments. I'm going Stallions. Stallions 21-17 is my prediction. Alright, let me just find the Breakers inactives. Alright, no huge names for the Breakers, it appears. Alright, doesn't seem like either team is at a huge disadvantage due to injuries. Doesn't appear that way. Alright, so I'll go over the inactives right now. So, Stallions inactives consist of wide receiver Peyton Ramsey, quarterback Montel Cozart, who I don't even think he's been active for a game this year, wide receiver Jeffrey Thomas, safety Malik Gant, cornerback Brian Mills, cornerback Josh Nurse, offensive lineman Darius Harper, tight end Kerry Angeline, defensive end Chauncey Haney, and defensive tackle Seth Thomas. The biggest name on there is probably either Haney or Ramsey. Both have been pretty good this season. I would probably say Ramsey is more important, but I mean the Stallions do still have lots of other receivers. They've got Victor Bolden, who's one of the best in the league. They've got Michael Dearest, who hasn't been bad. They've got Osiris Mitchell, who's a huge target at 6'5", 210. And they've also got Marlon Williams and Jeffrey Thomas. Williams has been really, really good for them. For the Breakers, inactives for the Breakers consist of wide receiver Sean Poindexter, wide receiver Marcus McLean, quarterback Zach Smith, so Shea Patterson will serve as the backup quarterback to Kyle Sloter, running back Larry Rose III, safety Ashari Crosswell, cornerback Keith Washington II, offensive guard Torrey Boyd, defensive tackle Damon Brooks, tight end E.J. Bibbs, and T.J. Johnson, a defensive end. The biggest on that list is probably either Zach Smith or Sean Poindexter. Poindexter's battled injuries all season, and when he's played, he's been pretty good. His season numbers, he hasn't been a huge part of their offense because they have a lot of good receivers and the best tight end in the league. But he's got 18 catches for 201 yards and a touchdown. But now the Breakers, they have a bunch of players that can replace him. They got Jonathan Adams. They've got Johnny Dixon. They've got Tawan Taylor. As I mentioned, they've got the best tight end in the league, and that is Sal Cannella. So, make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. If you have a score prediction, let me know in the comments. I'm going Stallions win this one 21-17. But, I mean, I do think it will be a close game, as both previous games have been very close. But, between these two teams, I should say, have been very close. And this we played in Canton, Ohio. So the Stallions will not have home field advantage for the first time this season. And now they were one of the best teams this season. And typically you think the best teams would have home field advantage in the playoffs. No, here's the exact opposite. They had home field advantage through the entire regular season. And now in the playoffs, they don't have home field advantage. So the winner of this game will play the Stars, as they defeated the Generals earlier today. So, they just showed Jamar Smith, the Stallions quarterback, in the locker room. And that reminds me of a point I brought up in my predictions video. So Jamar Smith at times has struggled to what I was saying is at times Jamar Smith has struggled to get move the ball. Sorry, I'm just forgetting what I'm saying. At times and get the offense going. And they haven't really turned to backup Alex Magoo at times, who I think is a very capable starter. He actually started the season as the Stallions starter before getting injured. And Jamar Smith proved himself as a good quarterback. But I would like to see them potentially go to Alex Magoo if Jamar Smith's unable to get the offense going. What's up? How's it going? Who are you rooting for, Stallions or Breakers? I'm not sure. How about you? Really, it doesn't... I don't really have a preference who wins this game. Doesn't really matter to me who wins. Just hoping for a good competitive game. The Stallions are slightly better offensively, averaging about 4 more points, 23.4 to 19.6. Passing yards, the Breakers average 1 more yard per game, 188 to 187. Rushing yards, that Stallions average more, 135 to 115. The Breakers have the slightly better defense, allowing 16.4 opposing points per game to 16.9 for the Stallions. The Breakers also have the better pass defense, allowing 10 less yards, 163 to 173. And finally, rushing yards allowed the Stallions to have the edge with allowing 95, while the Breakers allow 112. Alright, you're rooting for the Stallions. Cool. So just waiting for the game to start here. So far, 83% have said the Stallions, 17% have said the Breakers. So I'm going to leave that poll up until kickoff. But just make sure to vote who wins. If you have a score prediction, let me know in the comments. Now, something to watch is the crowd size. Before, it was pretty good. And also looks like it's a decent sized crowd for no one being the true home team. Go Stallions, another Stallion fan here. But as they show, it seems like there's a decent sized crowd. So they're going to a commercial break and almost about to start. Probably another like 3 to 4 minutes. All right, go Stallions. Another Stallion fan here. Okay. The poll has gotten closer. Now 62% said the Stallions, 38% said the Breakers. And if you guys check out the community tab of my channel, I'll post polls to weekly games and stuff like that. And checking that poll, 68% said the Stallions, 32% said the Breakers, so exact same. Go Breakers, okay. Horses can't swim, go Breakers. They may not be good swimmers, but they might be able to slightly swim. So, I went over the inactives before. If you would like me to do it again, I will. But, there's really no major inactives for either team. The biggest name inactive for the Stallions was probably wide receiver Peyton Ramsey, who's been not, like, entirely featured in their offense, but still has seen his fair share of targets and catches. And for the Breakers, their biggest inactive was wide receiver Sean Poindexter. Another receiver who's not, like the focal point of their offense, but still also sees his fair share of targets. Go Breakers. Hopefully a second underdog hits in this week today. You were wrong on the first side of the semi. Yeah, I was also wrong. In my predictions video, I said the Generals would win it. They did not. It was, unfortunately, the Stars, as I'm a General fan, as I'm sure most of you know. This game, I really don't have a preference. I just want it to be a fun, competitive game. And, the poll is now tied up 50-50. So it seems like people are pretty split on who's going to win. Let's go Breakers, okay. So the Stallion's going to receive the kick, as the Breakers get set to kick this one away. Alright, so make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. If you have a score prediction, let me know in the comments, as I'm going to end this poll in a few minutes as we get set for kickoff. Also, let me do this before I forget. Stallions with the ball. Breakers, Stallions. Quarter. Here's Victor Bolden with some space on the kick return, and he's going to get a good return up to all the way across midfield, as the Breakers, the Stallions have really good starting field position. Alright, so 50-50. I'm going to end this poll in about, we'll say 15 seconds, or after this first down play. CJ Marble in as the running back for the Stallions, and he's going to get it on the game's first play from scrimmage, and he's got a good burst through that hole, and he picks up 8 or 9 on the first play. Alright, so I'm going to officially end this poll. Oh, it just got one more vote right as I was hitting end. So if you were going to vote but didn't get a chance to, let me know in the comments. 2nd and 2. So final results on the poll: 53% said the Breakers, 46% said the Stallions. Here's right back to Marble, up the middle for a first down. So 1st and 10 again. Already inside the Breakers' 35-yard line after a really, really good kick return and 2 good runs by Marble. Here's another run, but this time only going to pick up 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Breakers rested some key starters last week: Davin Bellamy and Gerard Fernandez, among players rested last week in the loss to the Gamblers. Oh, fumbled snap. Jamar Smith just dives on it. Bring up 3rd down. That's something he's been really good at this season. When it's a bad snap, he's been really good at staying composed and completing the play. A little bit of a high snap, just couldn't control it. Looked like it was going to be some kind of run or play action pass. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12. As you saw running back CJ Marble get ready to either take the handoff or fake the handoff. Here's Smith to throw for the first time over the middle and incomplete, intended for wide receiver Osiris Mitchell. Now, the Stallions are on to kick a field goal. They have a 52-yard attempt, and best kicker in the USFL, or one of the best kickers, all USFL team kicker Brandon Aubrey. This kick is a little wobbly and missed it left. So a long field goal. And it is no good for... what am I doing? It is no good for the Stallions, as they come away with no points on their first possession of the game. And the Breakers will take possession over at their own 42-yard line. I was just going to say something, I don't remember what it was. Oh, with Osiris Mitchell, not that he drops a lot of passes, I just feel like he doesn't have, like, the most, I don't know what to call it. Like, he's not, he will have a few drops. But I feel, of anything, he's more of the, like, the red zone guy, being really, really big. So he doesn't have any drops during the regular season. But, I mean, it's all relative what they consider a drop. Oh, also forgot to change the ball marker. Sorry about that. So now we get to see Kyle Sloter and the Stallions offense on the field for the first time today. Sloter ended the season with just shy of 1,800 yards passing, which was second in the USFL only to Jordan Teamu. Jordan Ellis, their running back, is also the USFL's rushing leader. So 1st and 10 at their own 42 for the Breakers. Here is Sloter. There's a nice one-handed catch made there by Tawan Taylor, as that gives the Breakers a first down. Yeah, very, very nice catch. He was sort of getting held by the cornerback right there, and nice job using his free arm to knock it to himself and maintain control of the ball. Here's a quick throw out to tight end Sal Canella, and he's going to get about 6 yards is what they're going to mark it as. 2nd and 4. No, wait, 2nd and 2, actually. Okay. Sorry about that. Wait, no, that's 4 yards, but they haven't marked it as 2. Alright, here's Jordan Ellis. Doesn't matter, he picks up the first down and clears up any confusion we may have had. That's the first time we've seen the Breakers run the ball. So we've seen the Stallions start off on the ground. We've seen the Breakers start off with their first few plays through the air. Here's Sloter back to the air. There's wide receiver Johnny Dixon, looking for some space and only able to get about 2 yards to bring up 2nd and 8. So here's 2nd and 8 inside the red zone now. Here's a give to Jordan Ellis, and he's going to get and cut that yardage in half to bring up 3rd and 4. I should copy and paste from a spreadsheet all the possible downs rather than typing. That's a good idea. They're actually going to make that 3rd and 3. Maybe I'll try that. Good suggestion. Maybe. But obviously, I wouldn't do that. Oh, shovel pass. There's tight end Sal Canella for the first down. Good suggestion. Thank you for that. First down. Sloter was under pressure from linebacker DeMarcus Gates, who had himself a great season. I think he was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. And he didn't quite get to Sloter, but forced a pass from Sloter, which actually ended up being completed to tight end Sal Canella. Here's 1st and goal. Here is Ellis getting about 2 yards to bring up, 6 second and goal. Here is... Oh, Slaughter pulled that one out and kept it. But he's going to be tackled down at the 1 yard line. Good tackle there by Scooby Wright. Very good decision there by Slaughter to pull it out and not give it to Ellis, as Ellis was going to get tackled right when he got it. And Slaughter, not really much of a runner, more like in the run game like that. If you see him run, it's going to be on like scrambles and stuff like that. But good awareness there to pull it and get what he could. Here's a toss out to Jordan Ellis, and he's in for the touchdown. Wow, I thought he would get stopped. Looked like there was a lot of Stallions there. But 6-0 Stallion Breakers. They scored the game's first points and game's first touchdown. Yeah, there was about 3 guys there that realistically could have gotten Jordan Ellis, and he got through all of them. So overall, good drive for the Breakers. Good mix of run and pass. Doing both effectively. Touchdown New Orleans. Yup. And now on for the extra point. And that one is up and good, as the Breakers take the early 7-0 lead after each team has had their first possession. Just really a really good drive there for the Breakers. Slaughter 4 of 4 for 41 yards. Ellis 4 for 13 and touchdown. And Slaughter also 1 for 4. 1 carry for 4 yards it is. So now let's see if the Stallions can come back and answer after their first drive. It was weird. So they got into field goal range, and you would think they had a good drive. But really, they didn't have the most successful drive. 6 plays, 11 yards, which ended up in a missed field goal. Because, I mean, they started with excellent field position thanks to an amazing kick return by Victor Bolden. So, because you would think by getting into field goal range, they want some distance. Hi, how's it going? But really, they only went 11 yards and still missed a field goal. While the Breakers went 58 yards on their first drive. Alright, so now let's see what the Stallions can do after a touchdown drive against them. So the overhead view, it doesn't look like there's tons of people there, but it seems like they're spread out, so it seems like a decent amount. Here's Victor Bolden on the return again. Same idea, going out to his left, but this time shoved out of bounds. I couldn't tell where he was on the field. Let me check. At the Stallions' own 27-yard line. Right now, Kyle Slaughter getting interviewed on the sideline about that last drive. Bo Scarborough in as the tailback for the first time for the Stallions, and he's going to get the ball and find some space and gain about 5 yards. I also realized I forgot to change the 3rd and goal to 1st and 10. Bo Scarborough has really made a difference in the Stallions' rushing attack after he was added in Week 5, and the rushing attack got severely better, as now that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 after a false start. Ever since he started playing. False start there on left tackle. Wow, that was like the most obvious false start ever. Here's Smith finds Marlon Williams, and Williams is tackled at his own 34-yard line. Alright, I'm trying to check both Scarborough's stats. They're just not letting me click on him. Alright, let me try this again. Yeah, Bo Scarborough only played in 6 games and still ended up with 352 yards and a touchdown. Averaging 4.2 yards per carry. Quick throw, there's Marlon Williams again, and he got the first down. I also forgot to change that, sorry, that'll happen. It was 3rd and I believe 4 right there. So 1st and 10. Here is Smith. Breakers bring 5. Maybe 6. And Jamar Smith just throws that one away. So now, 2nd and 10. Forgot to change that. Smith finds Osiris Mitchell. Did he come down in bounds? That's the question. Good job to go up and get it. But did he come down in bounds? Let's see. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, his shoulder came down in bounds. Okay. So that is a good catch by Mitchell. Here's Smith, again, looking to throw. This time, he's going to get taken down for a sack. So now we got 2nd and... I'm going to call it 2nd and 12. Alright, let's see. I have no idea. They're going to call it 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Looks downfield and too far, intended for either Marlon Williams or Osiris Mitchell. Third and 11. As they're showing how Jamar Smith has been under pressure when he's played the Breakers this season. So now they've got 3rd and 11. Here's Smith again to throw, this time quickly out of his hands to Bo Scarborough. Makes one man miss. Almost makes a second man miss, but is able to pick up the first down. Very, very nice job there by Scarborough to make the one guy miss and then partially make the second guy miss for long enough to get the first down. Vontae Diggs was the second guy who ended up pushing him out of bounds. The Stallions have come out and they look like they want to throw the ball. They've only run it like 3 times, and right as I said that, here's a run with Bo Scarborough. But this time, nowhere to go, as he gets maybe a yard. Something I've noticed with Bo Scarborough is he always tries to fall forward to get as much yardage as possible. So 2nd and 9. Smith in the shotgun formation with Bo Scarborough to his right to throw. Finds Bo Scarborough out of the backfield. Makes another man miss. Makes 2 men miss before diving forward for the first down. Bo Scarborough, you would think he's more of a power back because I believe he's a very, very powerful running back. But he is... great stream. PS just liked and subbed. Good luck. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Here's Smith. There's Victor Bolden on a quick screen. And he's going to get about 2 yards. To bring up 2nd and 8. As we've already reached the end of the first quarter. Wow, it seems like that first quarter flew by. But 7-0. Breakers after the end of the first quarter. Oh, right. Bo Scarborough is what I was checking. Alright, this is really annoying. They don't have, like, a player profile on Bo Scarborough. Oh, wait a minute. But Bo Scarborough, he's 6'1", 235, so... he is a bit bigger. So you would think he's a power back, but he's also a really, really, really good receiving back. As we've seen... and, like, he's not just going to run you over. He's also going to... he's also going to make you miss like we just saw with those 2 plays. So, the Stallions with the ball. I don't know where they are. Hold on, let me check. At at the Breakers' 23-yard line. So they are moving the ball. Unlike their first drive, they've got 11 plays, 49 yards. As the first drive was like 11 plays. No, it was 11 yards. 6 plays, 11 yards, I think it was. I'm not sure. So let's see if the Stallions can answer back with at least some sort of points. They just put their current drive up on screen. 11 plays, 49 yards, taking a total of 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Here's Smith. Finds... Oh, he had a wide open receiver in Marvin Williams, but just threw it too high. Have only seen a few plays. The Breakers are getting good pass pressure. Is the D-line good, or is the O-line poor? The defensive line is very, very good for the Breakers. They've got edge rusher Davin Bellamy, who's an all USFL team selection. They've also got Sharif Miller, who is also a very good player. But the defensive line is very, very good. It's not that the offensive line is bad, but it's just the defensive line is very good. Here comes a blitz. Smith to the end zone. Wide open Osiris Mitchell. Touchdown Stallions. Double move by Osiris Mitchell, and he was open in the end zone. As very, very nice play. Good job by Smith to find the open receiver. Brandon Aubrey on for the extra point. As this one is up and good. And the Stallions tie it right back up at 7. As Osiris Mitchell catches his first touchdown of the playoffs and his 4th of the overall season. In the first 2 weeks, he had a touchdown catch in each of the first 2 weeks. So as I said, with his big frame, he is more of a red zone threat. Than anything else. Oh, I also forgot to change the 2nd and 8, probably quite a few times. So I'll just get it ready for 1st and 10. Oh, and I also forgot to change the ball marker from the Breakers to the Stallions. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to keep it on the Breakers because they are about to get the ball on the kickoff. So now the Breakers get the ball back as... I know I have the ball marker at the Breakers, but they're going to get the ball in a second right after the kickoff. So the Breakers going to get the ball back for their second drive. And let's see if they can, one, answer the touchdown, and two, see if they can put together another touchdown drive after Jordan Ellis had a touchdown run on their first drive. So 7-7, 14:50 left in the second quarter, sorry. Here is, who's 21? I don't know who that is, but he's got a good return up to the 33-yard line. Oh, 21 is Urza Gray, a running back out of Alabama State for the Breakers, who's apparently also their kick returner. So 1st and 10. Jamar Smith, 7 of 10 for 73 yards on the last drive. Slaughter finds tight end Sal Cannella, and Cannella lowers the shoulder and gets 9 yards on first down to bring up 2nd and 1. The Stallions are definitely going with a pass-first approach. Or, not necessarily pass-first, but, well, so far it has been that way. As it seems like they've thrown the ball more than they've ran it. 11 times they threw it. Here's Anthony Jones, the other running back. And he finds a first down. Philadelphia Star is going to be 2022 USFL champion. Going to be USFL champion, just like before 1985-1986 we got shut down. I'll get to that in 1 second. That is almost intercepted by number 3 of the Stallions. Who's number 3? That is cornerback Trey Haynes. But technically, this is due to legal issues. The USFL does not acknowledge that the USFL in the 80s existed. So technically, they're referring to this as their first ever season. Here's Anthony Jones with another run. Going to get about 5, maybe 6. Hi, how's it going? So that's going to bring up... Nope. Alright, I missed the first down play. Or maybe I didn't. I just forgot to update this. 3rd and 5? 3rd and 4? 3rd and 4. Breakers just across midfield. Here is Johnny Dixon. Good job making that guy miss before picking up the first down. Slaughter now 6 of 7 for 45 yards. Slaughter floats it in the air and intercepted by linebacker DeMarcus Gates. Slaughter was hit as he threw it, and now DeMarcus Gates has blockers and space. And this one will be a pick 6. DeMarcus Gates with the interception And the return. And it is a pick six for the Stallions. That is something Kyle Sloter has done a lot of. Thrown interceptions. I mean, this one wasn't entirely his fault. As it was... Let's see, he got hit as he threw it. And, well, pushed. As he was intending that first tight end Sal Cano. The game, it physically is played in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. DeMarcus Gates did a very, very good job not letting that ball hit the ground, as he knew he saw Sloter looking at Sal Cano and throwing the ball. So he jumped to try to tip it that way, but instead the throw got altered when he got hit. So now he had to do a really, really good job to not let it hit the ground, and he did that as the Stallions now take the 14-7 lead. And again, I'm just going to leave the ball marker on Breakers because they're going to get the ball right back after the kickoff. So, the Stallions definitely have the advantage right now. They just had a good touchdown. And now the pick six. And DeMarcus Gates for the Stallions. I thought he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. But he had like 60-something tackles, 6.5 sacks, an interception, 2 forced fumbles. He did everything. I'm not sure if you guys are NFL fans, but my comparison I make is he's the Micah Parsons of the USFL. The guy does everything, and everything he does defensively is at a very, very high level. His regular season numbers, let me check. He had an interception, 62 tackles, 6.5 sacks, which was 3rd in the USFL. And the crazy thing is he doesn't do anything like his full-time position. His position is outside linebacker, but sometimes he's a pass rusher, other times he's in coverage. So, like, his regular season stats: 11 tackles for a loss, that led the USFL. 62 tackles, 6.5 sacks, an interception, and 2 forced fumbles. As well as 3 passes defended. And he made the all-USFL team defense for a reason, because he was really, really good. And a fun fact about DeMarcus Gates, I'm pretty sure no one else does this, but instead of wearing like a mouthpiece, he chews on a piece of floss. Not like a string floss, like a, I don't know what to call it. Tonight he's got... Yeah, I also forgot to check tonight's stats, and they popped him up so quickly. He's got 2 tackles, an interception, and... Well, an interception. But they also count that as a pass defended and a touchdown. So 1st and 10 for the Breakers. There we go. Here's Sloter, quick pass out to Jordan Ellis. And he was taken down by DeMarcus Gates. There's another tackle for a loss. This guy is everywhere. So later I'm gonna do, like, not like today, but like in the future I'm gonna do a players in the USFL that deserve a shot in the NFL, or another chance in the NFL if they've been there already. And DeMarcus Gates is definitely going to be on that list. I mean, he's so good. Here's Slaughter. And wow, nice job there by Jonathan Adams, as there's a taunting call at the end of it. So let's see the flag. I'm pretty sure it's taunting. Officials are discussing it. So yeah, they're going to call taunting on Jonathan Adams, or technically unsportsmanlike conduct, after his catch. So he got up and he stared down the defender as he pointed first down. I mean, it's okay. I guess you can call it unsportsmanlike conduct, but like, the defender wasn't even looking. Ashley. Sorry, my sister just came down to get something and she turned off the lights. Third and 19. Here is Jordan Ellis on the screen pass, and he almost actually got the first down. He is just short. And sorry, I forgot to change the first down to, it's now fourth and 2, maybe 4th and 3. They're going to actually call this 4th and 1. And now the Breakers punt this ball away. And it is going, Victor Bolden's going to let it take a few bounces. And it takes a Breakers bounce inside the 10-yard line before it is finally down at the 9-yard line. So great punt there. Go for it. I'm not. So you could have gone for it there. I don't think I would have. Only because you were at your own 31, 32-yard line. You're at your own 32-yard line, and you just completely flipped field position, going from your own 31 or 32-yard line, and giving the Stallions the ball at their own 9-yard line. You hated that weak call and you're a Stallions fan? Okay. Like, I mean, yeah, it was... It was... Like, I get it. I get the call, but, like, it was dumb in the first place. Like, I guess I expected it coming based off how, like, unsportsmanlike conduct and taunting penalties in football have become. But, like... Was it really that bad? No, not really. It was a good punt. Yes, it was. All right, so let's see. Stallions with the ball at their own 9-yard line, first and 10, 9:39 remaining in the second quarter. As the Stallions, we just won a 14-7. CJ Marble, the running back, to start this drive for the Stallions. Here's a give to Marble, but not going to go anywhere. He may have even lost like half a yard there. And that brings up 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 11, whatever you want to call it. Definitely not 2nd and 9 or anything like that. Or, let's see. Yes, 2nd and 10 is what they're going to call it. Okay. You're at the game. Wow, that's pretty cool. What's it like there? And who are you rooting for? Second and 10 for the Stallions. Here's Smith, fires wide open receiver. Oh, he stumbled and lost his balance. It's hot. Yeah, I checked the weather before, just to make sure there wasn't going to be any like weather delays or anything like that. And I did see it was supposed to be like 90-something degrees, so I can imagine it's really hot. You live in Alabama, so you went to almost all the games. That's pretty cool as well. Alright, 1st and 10. I also forgot to change this. But anyway, who even was that on the catch? I've like never seen him play before. That could have been almost a touchdown had he held on. That was Hardy as Jamar Smith gets sacked back. That was quite a loss right there. Hardy on the Stallions. Adrian Hardy, wide receiver out of Louisiana Tech. You're rooting for the Breakers? Okay. Second and 17 after the sack. That's very cool that you're at the game. Uh-oh, I just completely moved this. Here is Osiris Mitchell. And he's going to get... I don't know if you can even tell I moved it. I don't even think it really made a difference. Hold on 1 second. Alright, yeah, it should be fine. Alright, I moved the tripod is what I was saying. Jamar Smith, 9 of 13 for 105 yards and a touchdown. Osiris Mitchell also having a good game. As here's 3rd and 7. I forgot to change it. Look out. Finds Bo Scarborough out of the backfield, unable to break that tackle. Good open field tackle there by Gerard Fernandez. So that's going to bring up, what, 4th and 4? Let's go Stallions. Okay, into the Stallion fan. 4th and 3 is what they're going to officially call it. There's a fair catch at his own 9-yard line by Johnny Dixon. You from New Orleans and still live there? Alright. Very nice. Alright, where was I? Alright, the Breakers are getting the ball. Let me change this ball marker before I forget, like I already did. And 1st and 10. Alright, so Breakers with the ball at their own, I believe I said 9-yard line before. Oh, at their own 12-yard line, sorry. They're showing Kyle's floaters interceptions, I guess. Yeah, it seems to be what they're doing. I mean, he's been good this year, but he has made some bad decisions which ultimately led to turnovers. Like right there, the interception, they just showed a replay from behind, like the quarterback behind's floater. You had Anthony Jones wide open to a check down to your left, instead of forcing the ball to Sal Cannella, who was covered. First and 10. Here's Anthony Jones on the run, and after some good running, it's going to get 5 yards. Good job to fight through the initial contact. Second and 6. Of course they have to mark it 2nd and 6. Here is Jones, and he's going to bring it about 3rd and a yard and a half. I have no idea what they're going to actually call that, if they're going to call it 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2. Let's see, 3rd and 2, okay. Third and 2, they've released the playbook open here. You could run it or throw it. You've run the ball twice already. I'm not sure. If I'm throwing the ball, I'm going play action. Okay, they're not going play action. Over the middle, there's tight end Sal Cannella for a 1st down. Let's go Breakers. Okay, another Breaker fan. There's also a flag at the tackle. Sal Cannella, he's one of Kyle Slaughter's favorite targets. I mean, how can he not be? He's got a big frame, and is a reliable tight end. He's 6'5", 230 out of Auburn. There was a penalty on Taiwan Taylor for pass interference. They're playing zone coverage. They had crossing routes. Cannella came across, and he was going to Scooby right, like through his zone, and Taylor just ran into him to make Scooby right not be where he was supposed to be. Wait, 3rd and 12. Third and 12. Here is Cannella. Oh, he fumbled the ball, stretching for a 1st down. But the Breakers still jumped on it. Sal Cannella is extremely lucky right there. So he fumbled the ball forward. Now, where are the Breakers going to get the ball? At point of recovery? or where he was stretching the ball. It should be point of recovery, right? How long is left in the quarter? There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Something with Sal Cannell is he's also really, really good after the catch. He can make people miss like he's a wide receiver. Here's Anthony Jones, tackled after a run of 2. You're welcome, no problem. Horrible call. I would have to disagree with you there. I think that was a good call on Tawan Taylor for running into Scooby Wright. I do think that was a good call there. And let's go Breakers. I'm not sure if I read that one out loud yet. But cool, another Breaker fan. 2nd and 8. Here's Slaughter to throw. Fires over the middle. There's Sal Cannell again. Oh, I was checking before, and I forgot what I was doing. I went to the stats, and I was like, what am I doing here? But Sal Cannell, he's been targeted on half of Kyle Slaughter's pass attempts. Slaughter has attempted 12 passes. Sal Cannell has 6 targets, and he's caught 5 of them. So as you can see why he likes Kyle Slaughter, he's a very, very reliable target. 5 catches for 46 yards. Here's Slaughter over the middle. There's wide receiver Jonathan Adams, who picks up another first down. I also realized I forgot to 1st and 10. Sal Cannell, I believe he did not lead the team in receptions. That actually went to Johnny Dixon, who had 38. Cannella had 34. And then 3rd was Jonathan Adams with 31. And we've reached a 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Or the first half, whichever way you want to put it. Alright, so, at the Stallions' 42-yard line, Breakers in possession of the football, so they are moving the ball pretty well. This drive also 6 plays, 40 yards. And it seems like the Breakers are throwing the ball a little bit more than they started off. 13 pass attempts now, 11 rushes. Still pretty even. But this drive, it appears they're favoring the pass. The Stallions are the only ones people show up to. I don't necessarily think that is the case. That just appears to be the case because all the games were played in Birmingham. So now, if all teams played in their home city, then I do think there would be a good-sized crowd for every game. Like this game. There was a good-sized crowd in the game before on the game before earlier in the day. And there's also a good crowd now. But I think it seems that way because the Stallions played at home. But if everyone played at home, I think there would be pretty good crowds for everyone. Here is Slaughter. over the middle, incomplete, intended for wide receiver Jonathan Adams. I wonder how this crowd compares to the NFL Hall of Fame game. That's a pretty good point. Because, I mean, who cares about the Hall of Fame game? It's a preseason game. Here's Canella again with another catch, as he's going to bring up 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4. But now we got 3rd and 4. Here's Slaughter to throw. This time he's going to find... Oh, he had an open receiver in Anthony Jones. But Jones was unable to bring that one in. And that's going to bring up 4th and 4. Fourth and 4, the Breakers wind up to go for it, but then called a timeout. Yeah, I think the Hall of Fame game gets some more people than this would. It just looks like the stadium's a little bit fuller. So now here, if you're the Breakers, do you go for this? Or 4th and 4 on the Stallions' 35-yard line? You were wondering because it's the same field, right? Let me check. Yes, you're correct. It is the same field. Which team am I rooting for? I really don't have a preference for this game. I'm just hoping for a good, exciting game. It really doesn't matter to me who really wins. 4th and 4. I didn't see if they're lining up to go for it. I think they are. Yeah, they are going to go for it. As this would be a... If they were to opt to kick this field goal, it would be a 52-yarder. We saw the Stallions miss a 52-yarder before. Jordan Ellis in the shotgun formation with... Kyle Slaughter in the shotgun formation with Jordan Ellis to his right. Slaughter finds Jordan Ellis, breaks one tackle, and the Stallions brought a lot of pressure. And Ellis is in for the touchdown. Wow, what a play by Jordan Ellis. Going from breaking the tackle, following his blockers, and he's in for the touchdown. Ten plays, 88 yards, total of 5 minutes and 5 seconds for the Breakers. Very, very nice drive. That was all Jordan Ellis. Slaughter just found the open receiver because the Stallions brought, let's see, they brought pressure. Did they bring... They brought 5. It seems like they brought more. Now, Ellis, once he caught the ball, he broke 1 tackle, then followed Sal Canella, and was breaking a 2nd tackle as he was into the end zone. As this extra point is just inside the upright. And the Breakers tie it up at 14-14. Touchdown New Orleans, yup. That was what ended up being a very, very good call there for the Breakers. But Jordan Ellis... No, he may have went to the injury tent, I'm not sure. Let's go New Orleans, so I guess you're rooting for the Breakers, cool. Nope, Jordan Ellis is back onto the field for the kickoff, so he seems to be fine. .106 remaining in the second quarter. Victor Bolden back deep to receive the kick for the Stallions. Fields at his own 10-yard line. Here's Bolden. Breaks the tackle, and now here goes Victor Bolden. He's got the 3rd kick/punt return touchdown of the day. With the game before and now this game, Victor Bolden with a very, very fast answer. As the Stallions get their lead right back. Bolden with a 90-yard kick return. And gets it to 20-14 Stallions. Talk about a quick strike. At one point, I thought he almost fell. Looked like he stumbled at a moment, but was able to keep his balance. And Brandon Aubrey makes it 21-14. Alright, so this makes absolutely no sense. The one game, or it does make sense, but the one game I picked to be low scoring between these two teams, it ends up being scoring 35 points in the first half. With that kind of last name, greatness is just natural, yes. But, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, when I picked it to be a high-scoring game, the previous 2 times, it was very, very low-scoring. Now I picked it to be a low-scoring game. I said 21-17. And, well, we're almost there at halftime. 53 seconds left in the second half. And now this ball will go right back to the Breakers, and let's see if they can potentially answer the touchdown right before the half. They have 53 seconds. Urza Gray back deep to receive. Gray from his own 4. No kick return touchdown here, as he's tackled by DeMarcus Gates. Who else? At the 34, 32, 33, 34 yard line. So the Breakers have 47 seconds and 2 timeouts to put something together. I definitely would put something together before the half. Or at least try to. Here, Slaughter finds Anthony Jones on the screen pass. Jones now with some space, and is pushed out of bounds across midfield. As I just went to change the down and distance, but it's still 1st and 10. I mean, that was a really good play call by the Breakers. Don't risk anything, just a simple screen pass. And look what happens. You turn it into a big gain. Now 1st and 10 on the other side of midfield. 38 seconds for the Breakers and 2 timeouts. Stallions still have all 3 timeouts. And looks like the Breakers are going to use their second at the moment. Nope, the Stallions are going to use a timeout. Linebacker DeMarcus Gates is down on the sideline, looking like he's hurt. That is not good for the Stallions, as he's a big part of their defense. Let's see if we see anything. Don't see anything unusual there. Like sometimes you can see the injury and you're like, ooh. But nothing I can see here. And DeMarcus Gates is fine. He's back on the field. Okay. So 1st and 10 for Slaughter and the Breakers at the Stallions' 33-yard line. Here's Slaughter winding up to the end zone. Intended for Morris. But that was... He threw it towards the sideline. Morris was looking the other way. Lee Morris is a wide receiver out of Oklahoma. That could have been a touchdown had Morris been looking for the ball. 2nd and 10 with 33 seconds remaining. Play clock winding down. 2-1. Just got the snap off. Here's Slaughter. Intercepted. Hasn't gone down yet. And I don't know who that was that picked it off, but now the Stallions may add to their lead before the half. It's just a quick slant, or I'm not sure if it's a quick slant or slant, but a slant intended for Jonathan Adams. And number 3, let me check who that is. I'm not sure. Oh, that is Trey Haynes. He made a big play before with the interception. Slaughter's 2nd of the game. Here is Smith finding a open receiver that is Don't know who that is. What's up? Watching the Stallions. What do I do on this channel? 1 second. And Jamar Smith spikes it. Let's bring up 2nd and 10. Sports related things, like live watch parties like this, predictions, analyzing the latest moves and all stuff like that, all sports related. Play-by-play watch parties like this. If the Breakers lose, they deserve it with 2 picks in the first half. Terrible. Here's Smith. Found a sliding receiver, but Victor Bolden was the sliding receiver but unable to bring it in. That brings up 3rd and 10. Who are my teams in all sports? Well, the USFL we got here is the Generals. They unfortunately lost today. In the MLB, it's the Yankees. Unfortunately, no hit today. The NHL is the Rangers. I'm not a big basketball fan. And NFL is the Giants. How did the Stallions score? They scored on a kick return touchdown, 90 yards by Victor Bolden. Here's Smith. Fires off the hand of a diving Victor Bolden. With 3 seconds remaining, as that brings up 4th and 10. As this 4th down play will be the last play of the first half. That would have been a really amazing catch. If Bolden was able to haul that in. As you would have to imagine that, yeah, they are going for this. Obviously, it's a Hail Mary. And it is too far, intended for Hardy. Adrian Hardy, I believe that was. Alright, so now that is the half. Give me 1 second to update this. Danny Dimes. Yeah, I don't know if Daniel Jones is the answer. This is his year. If he gets hurt, the Giants are moving on. You have an injury-prone quarterback who's mediocre at best when he's on the field. If he's not good, you're also moving on. You're a Bolts fan, Bucks fan, Rays fan, Gator fan, and Magic fan. You're a Florida boy. Yeah, the Lightning, they are doing very well. They just won a big Game 5 to send the series back to Tampa last night. You want the Breakers to win it all because the championship is on your birthday. Wow, that's cool, and happy birthday. A little early, but happy birthday. How's it going? Alright, so we've reached halftime here in the second playoff game today between the Stallions and the Breakers. And I'm going to go take a very short break, as I do at the halftime of every game. And I will be right back, so I will see you in a few minutes. So be right back. Oh, whoops, sorry, that's the wrong... Be right back. Let me fix that really quickly before I go. I forgot to update that from last game when we did the Stars and Generals. Here we go. This is it. Alright, so, I will be right back after a very short break. All right, we are back. Thank you everyone for staying with us or staying with me. And where was I? You adopted the Breakers based off city name, logo, and colors. You're a Chargers fan and didn't like any other USFL teams. Okay, that's fair. When the XFL comes back next year, I'll have to do that for an XFL team because there's no local New York, New Jersey team in the XFL. It was the XFL Guardians, but they're not coming back. Um, Halftime, the score is 14 Stallions. Thank you for answering him. I also answered just now. It's also at the top of the screen, up there for the Stallions, right there, and right there for the Breakers. So I'm gonna put out a poll of who you think will win. Who you think will win. Alright, so the poll states Stallions up 21-14 heading into the second half, or at the half, or something like that. Stallions up 21-14 at the half. Who wins? So I still think this is anyone's game. It could go either way. I'm going to go with the Stallions. But I do think it will be very, very close. As it's already close now. I said 21-17 in my original prediction. But I think it's going to be more high scoring than that. I'm going to go... I'll go either 34-27 or 31-27. You're a Steelers fan and you mainly watch football, but you don't know much about Kenny Pickett. So he's a pretty good quarterback, the only one that went in the first round. I'm sure you've heard by now, but he's got small hands. If you have an updated score prediction, make sure to put it in the comments. Oh, as the second half is underway, and I didn't even realize it. Here's Urza Gray on the return for the Breakers, as he's going to get it up to the 35-yard line. My sound is off. Was I talking like that the entire time? Ever since I came back from halftime, or did I accidentally just turn that off recently? Here's a first down run. Sorry about that, guys. You're doing a great job. Hope you reach 1,000 soon. Oh, just a minute. Okay, good. Yeah, I hope I reach 1,000 soon, too. Thank you for the encouragement. First and 10 for... the Stallions. Here is Anthony Jones with a run. And that's going to bring up second down and... second and 6. Sorry, I forgot to change it. Here's Jones again. I don't have to worry about changing it. So he gets a first down and gets the ball across midfield. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll in 1 second. Or, in like, yeah, a little while. If you guys haven't voted, make sure to vote. Anthony Jones, 30 rushing yards, 30 receiving yards, 48 rushing yards. Here's a give to Ellis, not going anywhere. Alright, I'm ending this poll. Second and 12 now after Jordan Ellis's run went backwards. Here's Slaughter under pressure and shovel pass almost intercepted. That was intended for wide receiver Lee Morris. Dangerous pass there by Slaughter, almost ended up getting picked off. Third and 12. Sorry, again, I forgot to change the down and distance. Slaughter finds Sal Cannella for a first down. As that is like the 100th time Slaughter has found Sal Cannella for a completion today. What is that? That is Sal Cannella's 7th catch on 8 targets. And he's got 79 yards. Oh, apparently Cannella's got 71 yards. Sorry about that. Here's a run with Anthony Jones. And he's going to get about 4 to bring up second and 6. Breakers won in both polls. Did they really? I know they won this one, 76-24%. And the first one, yeah, they also did. Didn't even realize that. Thanks for pointing that out. But what was I saying? Second and 8, right? Here's a give right back to Jones. Makes a few people miss in the backfield. Flag also flies in. It would bring up about 3rd and 4 if the flag doesn't mean anything. Alright, let's see. Holding on the offense. That's going to bring up 2nd and 18. 2nd and 18. Here's Slaughter to throw. Finds Anthony Jones, who bobbles the ball and drops it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 18. Third and 18, I wouldn't expect them to do anything too crazy here. Maybe like a simple, like, sure completion or a run. Slaughter fires over the middle. There is Jonathan Adams, I believe. No, that's Johnny Dixon. I can't tell. That is Johnny Dixon for the first down. Ten plays, 62 yards, 6.5 minutes on the current drive for the Breakers. Also the opening drive of the second half. Anthony Jones stuffed at the line of scrimmage by number 99, Dondra Tillman. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Here is Slaughter to throw. Looking end zone just short of Sal Cannella at his feet. If he put a little bit more on that, that would have been a completed touchdown. Oh, that was also slightly tipped at the line of scrimmage. So that's probably why it did get tipped, or did not get there. Here's Slaughter. Hit as he throws, but still able to find Sal Cannella. And Cannella picks up the first down inside the 10-yard line, down to either the 5 or the 6-yard line, depending on where they're going to spot it. Here is Anthony Jones running. They did mark him at the 5-yard line. Oh, 1st and goal, actually. But Jones goes nowhere to bring up 2nd and goal. Jordan Ellis is the running back on 2nd and goal. Slaughter to throw. End zone, not able to get hauled in by Jonathan Adams to bring up 3rd and goal. Again, that was just a little bit low for Adams. Looks like a little bit of a wobbly pass. Maybe got tipped again. Not sure. Here's 3rd and goal. Slaughter escapes the pressure. Fires end zone off the hands of Sal Cannella, who is looking for a flag. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. I guess there could have been a flag there. I'm not sure. I would need another look at it. But that's going to bring up a 23-yard field goal attempt for the Breakers, as that one is up and good. And this was the score I predicted in the beginning of the game and in my predictions video. 21-17. I would imagine we're going to see some more scoring, because, I mean, they've scored a lot. Why wouldn't they score more? We gotta get some points on the board. Oh, gotta get some points on the board right now. Are you a Breaker fan or a Stallion fan? And you're back. Okay, cool. Welcome back. You're mad they dropped two perfect passes. Breakers all the way. Who would win, Breakers versus Stars? Good question. I would go Breakers. But, good question. The 2 drop passes, the one to Adams was a little low, but, I mean, it was catchable. And then the second, I would think you're referring to the one with Canella. Tony Brooks James, the 3rd string running back for the Stallions, lets that one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So, the Stallions with the ball at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. 4:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kyle Swatter has looked Sal Cano's way 11 times of his 28 pass attempts. The next receiver is Jonathan Adams with 5 targets. First and 10, CJ Marble is the running back next to Jamar Smith. Here is Smith on the keeper. And he's going to get about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Second and 3. Here's a give to Marble. And he's stopped short of the first down marker, but just barely. It's going to bring up third and 1. Third and 1. Let's see what they go with here. They're going with their formation where they've got 3 running backs, or 2 and a fullback. They're like all lined up. It's going to give to Bo Scarborough, and he's in for the touchdown. Not the touchdown, sorry. And he's got the first down. Here's play action. Smith hit as he throws, underthrown, almost intercepted by linebacker Gerard Fernandez. Just out of the reach of a diving Fernandez. So now second and 10. Jamar Smith, quick throw to Marwin Williams. And he's going to get about 9 yards. Very close to the first down marker. But they're going to mark that third and 1. Third and 1, again, the Stallions are going to go to that formation where they've got 3 running backs. Again, it's a gift to Scarborough. And he's going to get the first down and much more. Or not like a ton more, but a good amount more. Another 5 to 7 yards. First and 10, after Scarborough ran for a first down. Here's Scarborough again, this time getting about 9 yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1. Going right back to that formation that's been working for them with the 2 running backs and a fullback. This time they're going to give it to CJ Marble, who's going to fall forward and get the 1st down. They should just run out of that formation all game. It works. And that also brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So I'm going to put out a poll. Who will win? Heading into the 4th. Alright, 1 second. Alright, Stallions up 21-17. I put 17, right? Hold on, it's loading. Loading. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Stallions up 21-17. Heading into the 4th, Stallions up 21-17. Who wins? And I'm going to change this to quarter number 4. If you have an updated score prediction, make sure to let me know in the comments. So I'm still going to stick with the Stallions. I've picked them the first time at the beginning of the game, at halftime. Why would I not roll with them now when they're up heading to the 4th quarter? So I'm sticking with the Stallions. And I'm going to go with the updated score prediction of 28-24 Stallions. That's my pick. Stallions win by final score of 28-24. That's my final score prediction heading into the 4th quarter. The Stallions have a plus 65 second half point differential, which is by far the best in the USFL. The next best is the Stars at plus 18, and the Breakers at 3rd with plus 11. Here is CJ Marble. Not going to get anything on the 1st down run to bring up 2nd and 10. Alright, so make sure to vote if you haven't already, as I'm going to end this poll in a few seconds. I'm going to end it when we hit the 13:30 mark of the 4th quarter. So we got a minute of game time. Technically a minute 5 seconds. I'm actually going to mark that 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Quarterback draw. Jamar Smith with room. Tackled by, I don't know who that was. I thought that was Gerard Fernandez, but it was not. But they do get a first down on 2nd and 11. Good play call with the quarterback draw. Jamar Smith, 132 passing yards, 24 rushing yards, and a passing touchdown. 1st and 10. Just got the snap off. Here's a give to CJ Marble. And he's chopped down after a pickup of 3, maybe 4, I'm not sure. Alright, so we just hit the 13:30 mark. I'm going to leave this poll up for one more second. Right after I update this down, I'm going to take it down, so make sure to vote if you haven't already. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll right now. And if you didn't get a chance to vote, just let me know in the comments. 2nd and 7. Here's CJ Marble. Gets tackled for a loss of 2 yards to bring up 3rd and 9. Or they may give him forward progress. Yep, they're going to mark him back 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Bo Scarborough in at the running back position to the right of Jamar Smith. Here's Smith. Pump fakes once. Fires to the end zone. Wide open receiver Victor Bolden, but he was out of bounds. Or couldn't stay in bounds, I should say. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Smith led him a little too far to the end zone, or to the sideline. And now this brings up a 38-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey. And this kick is good. And that stretches the Stallions' lead to 24-17. So now, the Breakers will get the ball back, still only down by 7 points. So still very, very manageable for the Breakers. And there's still plenty of time remaining with 12:04 remaining. Come on, Breakers. I think they can definitely come back. I think they will come back to a degree. Will they come back to win the game? I don't know. Will they make it come back to make it closer than 7 points? I think so. So now, We've got the Breakers going to get the ball back. Breakers got a chance, definitely. The Breakers definitely have a chance. They're only down by 7. Plenty of time remaining, 12:04. On the kickoff, Brandon Aubrey sends it away. Back deep for is Urza Gray of the Breakers. And 11:59 remains as the Breakers last drive, Breakers had a 17-play, 75 yards that took 10 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock, but only ended in a 23-yard field goal. Here's Slaughter, play action, and he's going to go right back to Ellis, who he faked it to, and he's going to lose 1 yard to bring up 2nd and 11. Like this video, his commentary is on point. Thank you, and do what he said. Like this video, make sure to subscribe. So thank you. Second and 11 after the loss of yardage on first down. Here's Slaughter to throw. And again, he's found Sal Cannella, and Cannella is just short of a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. That is Cannella's, what, 8th catch? That is Sal Cannella's 9th catch for 103 yards. Here's Jordan Ellis, who picks up the first down on the ground running left. Cannella's caught 9 of 12 targets for 103 yards. At their own 42-yard line, Breakers have a 1st and 10. Here's a fake to Ellis. Over the middle, intended for Taiwan Taylor. Is incomplete. There's 10:04 remaining in the 4th quarter. That was off the hands of Taiwan Taylor. Second and 10, still from the 42-yard line, or their own 42, the Breakers. Slaughter again to throw. This time it's going to take a shot down the sideline. Don't know what that was. That came down really... We did get hit, so... Looks like he was going to take a shot down the sideline, but the ball didn't really go anywhere. It just went up and nowhere else. Oh yeah, his arm got hit, so he couldn't follow through on his throw. Breakers are 4 of 5 on 3rd down when they need more than 7 yards today. Or 7 or more yards, 7 plus it actually said. Here's Slaughter. And back to his favorite target. There's Sal Cannella with another catch and another first down. He did fumble at the end, but it looks like they're going to mark him down by contact first. Let's see this again. Maybe. But nope. Breakers smartly quickly got to the line and snapped the next play. Jordan Ellis run for 1 yard to bring up 2nd and 9. Second and 9 at the Stallions' 45-yard line on the other side of midfield now. Here is Slaughter under pressure. And, oh wow, a diving Taiwan Taylor almost came back to get that ball. But that fell incomplete. Like, you just saw nothing over there, and then you just see a diving Taiwan Taylor come back for the ball, and you're like, wait, where did he come from? Third and 9, 8:36 remaining. And there's a timeout taken by the Breakers. First timeout either team is taken in the second half, and it comes with 8:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. And they have a 3rd and 9 coming up. Knowing Kyle Slaughter, he's probably going to go back to his favorite target, Sal Cannella. How often do you see a tight end get targeted 14 times and catch 10 of them for 115 yards? I just feel like it's more likely you see a receiver get that much, not a tight end. And even with the good receivers the Breakers have, Dixon, Taylor, Adams, Slaughter really, really likes to go to Sal Cannella. I mean, he's a really, really good tight end. He's definitely the best in the USFL. And he's shown he's reliable today. I mean, he's always reliable. Like, today he's shown he's especially reliable. Catching 11 of 14 passes for over 100 yards. Lou Holtz is in the stadium. He is the father of Stallions head coach Skip Holtz. Third and 9 for the Breakers. third and 9. Here's Slaughter to throw. Over the middle, intended for Taiwan Taylor, but that falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up fourth and 9. Fourth and 9, the Breakers are going to punt this ball away. Also forgot to change it to fourth, sorry about that. Victor Bolden to receive it, and he calls for a fair catch at his own 13-yard line. Got a comment, come on, New Orleans. They definitely still have a chance. There's still plenty of time remaining. Their defense hasn't been bad. It's still a one-score game. Although, if the Stallions score in any way, it would make it a two-possession game, even a field goal that makes it 10 points. And 8:24 remaining. So still time. They need a stop. They definitely do. Their defense is going to need to play well this drive. And going forward, for them to get a stop and then give the ball back to their offense. Please, Breakers, another Breaker fan. Oh, but yeah, the Stallions do have the ball. I confused myself. I thought the Breakers were getting the ball. You're back? Okie dokes. Thank you. Welcome back. First and 10, 8:24 remaining. Here's a give to Bo Scarborough. And he's going to get forward for about 3 yards. Second and 7. Second and 7. Here's Bo Scarborough in the backfield to the right of Jamar Smith. Second and 7 on their own 16-yard line. There's a quick pass to Marlon Williams, but didn't really get anything. Third and 6, what I would call it. Third and 4 is actually what they're going to call it, okay. So third and 4 from their own 19-yard line. Here's Smith, quick throw, there's Osiris Mitchell breaking free from a tackle. and getting a Stallion first down. Let's go get one stop. Okay. Good job by Mitchell to bring in a throw that was a little bit behind him. If he didn't reach back behind him to get that, that would have probably been an interception. It was headed right to the defender. And that was a delay of game on the Stallions, and that will bring up 1st and 15. Can I tell you what yard line they're on after each play as well? Sure. Alright, so right now they're on their own 31-yard line. 1st and 15. Here's Smith over the middle. There is... don't know who that was with the catch. That's going to bring up a... Let me check who that was first. Number 16, that is Adrian Hardy. Alright, let me... 2nd and 4. On their own 42-yard line. Keep calm and go Stallions. Here's Smith on the quarterback draw. I don't know where he sort of like dove forward, but I don't know where he went down. First and 10, so he did get the first down. Come on, Breakers. And now the Stallions are at their own 36-yard line. With 5:22 remaining in the ballgame. If Stallions wins, stars for Stallions. That is correct. Let's go Stallions number 27, Tillery. Jojo Tillery is safety. Who for the Stallions? So, I was just going to say something. I don't remember what I was going to say. Slaughter leads a successful last-second drive to win. Mark my words. Okay. Slaughter needs to step it up and throw it to Sal. Slaughter, I mean, aside from the 2 interceptions, especially when throwing to Sal Cannella, well, except for that one interception, which was intended for Sal Cannella, he's been pretty good. Throwing to a big, reliable target, pretty easy to find him. 5-minute warning on your TV. Yep, 5-minute warning. Never knew that existed, but apparently now it does. Here is Scarborough, and he's going to get a yard. and get it up to the own 47-yard line. So that's going to bring 2nd and 8. The 2nd and 8. Stallions about to score a touchdown. Okay. Here's Smith to throw. There's a open Adrian Hardy. On your TV about to be 1st and goal. Wait, really? Hardy got open on the slant there. And brought up a 1st down. Jamar Smith, 16 of 26 for 180 yards and a touchdown. Here is Scarborough. Got about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Breakers defense needs to stop at some point. Ideally, keep them out of field goal range because a field goal makes this a 10-point game. Here's Smith on the quarterback draw. And he dives forward and gets it up to the Breakers' 18-yard line. And gives the Stallions another 1st down. If Brian Scott was here, he would have got MVP. 1st and goal, not really. They're still at the Breakers' 17-yard line. Brian Scott was good before he did get hurt. But would he be the MVP? I don't know. Because Case Cookus was really, really good with the Stars. Would they have had the same success under Brian Scott? I would imagine so, but I don't know. Here's Smith. And he's going to get to the 14-yard line, I think. 2nd and 6. Alright, so was that the 2-minute warning? Yeah, it was. Okay. So 2-minute warning. Stallions up 24-16. I'm not going to show the last 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Great season, Breakers. Yeah, it does seem like their season will come to an end. It does seem like their season will come to an end today. They did have a good season. But, I mean, it's still possible. They just need, like, ideally for the Breakers right now is a turnover. Because they kick a field goal that makes it a 10-point game, which is 2 possessions. Hi, how's it going? Not gonna lie, I didn't have much faith in our ability to beat the Stars in the championship game anyway. It would have been nice to have been in the inaugural championship game. So I guess you're a Breakers fan? You probably said that before, I just didn't realize. Need a new quarterback, or Slaughter needs to step up. Can't win big games. Slaughter hasn't been bad, but I mean, he could definitely step up his level of play. Obviously, a few too many interceptions than you'd want to see. I'll tell all Breakers fans, if you lose this game, you guys will come out with revenge next season. Just watch. I think the Breakers could be good next season. So now, predicting a USFL season when you don't know who, like predicting like a way too early or something like that, that's going to be hard because you have to project what players are either not going to play next year, what players make like an NFL practice squad, and who they're going to potentially replace those players with. So that's the hard part about doing something like this. And there's a false start. If the Stallions didn't get home field advantage all year, they wouldn't have to go through this. Wait, what do you mean go through this? Like they wouldn't be here, or? What's my opinion on the Michigan Panthers? I think they have potential. They need to They need to make the right pick with the first pick of the 2023 draft. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith over the middle. There's Adrian Hardy down at the 10 or 11 yard line, not sure which. 3rd and 2, maybe? 3rd and 3? Third and 2. But I think the Panthers definitely have something. My favorite USFL team is the Generals, who lost, unfortunately, before. 3rd and 2, Stallions going back to that formation where they've got 3 players, 2 running backs and a fullback. Here's a give to Scarborough, and he gets down to the 5 yard line and brings up 1st and goal. But my favorite team is the Generals with the Panthers. 1, are you a Panthers fan? And 2, I think they found something at quarterback with Paxton Lynch. Favorite NFL team's the Giants. At quarterback, so I don't really think they need to go quarterback with the draft. But, because I think Paxton Lynch could be the answer there. First and goal, give to Scarborough. Stopped there. This is just funny. They're saying, what? Sorry. Favorite XFL team. I don't really know what the XFL teams are going to be next year. But it was the Guardians in 2020 before it got shut down. But now, the Guardians, I believe, are not returning. So they're going to have Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Las Vegas, Seattle, St. Louis, and Washington, D.C. Wait a minute, that can't be... Oh, I said Las Vegas, okay. I mean, I really don't know who I'm going to root for there. So I will come up with a favorite team eventually. I just haven't... figured out who I'm going to be rooting for. I'll probably want to see some of the players first. How long is left in the quarter? That is 51 seconds. At least you made it. You're a Panthers fan. I think they could be heading in the right direction. Do you think the Broncos will win the AFC West Will they win the AFC West? They could, but I would say probably not. But I do think they'll definitely make the playoffs and be a contender in the AFC West. Your favorite team is the Michigan Panthers. They need a quarterback to back up Paxton Lynch. They do have Josh Love. But, I don't know what you think of him, if he's a good backup or not. Find a way to have your score and downs managed by someone else while you handle the focus on the commentary. Okay. I'm not sure how I would do that at the moment. That would probably in the future, maybe. Here's Scarborough not getting anywhere. You got the Chiefs winning the AFC West. Battlehawks got the best uniforms. Your favorite XFL team is the Dallas Renegades. Mahomes is the MVP. So Chiefs, I think the Chargers could definitely be contenders in the AFC West. You have the Chargers or Broncos winning, Raiders last, Chiefs third. Chiefs the best. I don't know, it's really close. I definitely think the Raiders are at the bottom of that division, even though they're a really, really good team. You're a Steelers fan and a Stallions fan. How old am I? I'm currently 15. Raiders, Broncos take a backseat to Chargers, Chiefs. Chiefs rule the AFC. Rule the AFC? Maybe. I think the AFC's gotten a lot better. But not this season, probably. You wish the Chiefs can get back to the Super Bowl. Are you a Chief fan? Good game. Good season, everyone. I know it's time for the championship game. Third and goal. There is a flag with 45 seconds remaining. And, wait, there's a flag or a timeout? 1 second. I'll get back to the comments in 1 second. "45 seconds remaining. I do not have Snapchat. They should trade Josh Love to the Stallions and get Alex Magoo from the Stallions. You'd probably have to put in something besides just Josh Love. There is Jamar Smith in for the touchdown. And that just about does it, as that brings the score to 30. (30-17) with 39 seconds left. Yes, and you're also a 49er fan. Okay. So yeah, Super Bowl 54 between the Chiefs and 49ers fan. Between the Chiefs and 49ers. Touchdown Stallions. Yes, here's Aubrey with a extra point up and good to make this 31. 31. Uh, 17. Also, let me. So 39 seconds left, and this game is about over. As it seems like the Stars and Stallions in the championship game. 39 seconds left. As let me do this. Breaker's going to get the ball on kickoff. Here's a little squib kick. And it's going to be fielded by Urza Gray, who had a little trouble with it at first. And is now tackled down at the 18-yard line to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Breakers. Stars will beat the Breakers? I don't think so. Oh, you meant they should trade Josh Love and a 1st-round pick to the Stallions for Alex Magoo? I think Alex Magoo is good enough to be a starter in the USFL. The Stars are underrated, yes, but they can't beat the Stallions. Exactly, well said. Here's Slaughter, and that one's batted down and falls incomplete to bring up 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10, Slaughter, screen, and that is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Here's Slaughter on 3rd and 10, and he finds Sal Canella, again, who's breaking free, and gets inside to the 40-yard line. That's also 1st and 10. Here is Slaughter. He's going to find Jordan Ellis, but Ellis dropped the ball, or just went through his hands. Alright, I'll get to the rest of the comments in 1 second. So we've got 2nd and 10, 6 seconds left. Hold on, let me change this real quick. Here's Slaughter. Over the middle, there's Sal Canella once again. And that is the game. The Stallions advance to the USFL Championship game to face the Stars next week, Sunday, July 3rd. Final score, Stallions 31, Breakers 17. Overall, pretty good game. Sal Canella ended up with a monster game. 12 catches, 154 yards on 16 targets. Alright, now let me get back to the comments. I feel that you bring a future with this. That is my dream, to be a YouTuber. You like your presentation, more talking, less down periods, just suggestions. Thank you for your suggestions. Why is the championship in Canton? That's because the USFL just decided to hold it there. I guess. No really particular reason. The Stars are underrated, but they can't beat the Stallions. I feel like I read that already. Yes. It should be Alex McGough versus Paxton Lynch for the starting job for the Michigan Panthers. I could definitely see that. And even if one doesn't play well, those are two very, very good quarterbacks. That's an understatement. If they can beat the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year, they can beat the Stallions. Yes, but no. I just don't really see the Stars beating the Stallions, but that's just me. But I think the even crazier thing, rather than beating the MVP, Offensive Player, and Coach of the Year, is the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year were all on the same team. So now, Stallion Stars in the USFL Championship next week. And that's going to be all for this stream. Final score, Stallions 31, Breakers 17. Alex McGough starting for the Panthers, record 7-3. Paxton Lynch starting for the Panthers, record 5-5. Okay. Good game by both teams. Yes, so people may look at the score and say, oh, well, the Stallions dominated. Not really. It was really a close game. They just had the late touchdown to put it as a 14-point game, but really it was a lot closer than a 14-point game. Alright, so that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I do my best to I just said that. And I will see you guys in the next video.